Hey everybody, how you doing today? Hopefully your week has been well, and I want to give you a couple words of encouragement to help you push through and persevere throughout the remainder of the week and end on a good note. And this is my motivational minute. I do have this YouTube channel. It is underneath my name, Aaron Lassiter, and I would like for you all to like, share, subscribe, hit the notifications, and comment on the post because I want to be able to influence everyone and allow us to reach out to levels in life. Now, here's the quote. Courage doesn't mean you don't get afraid. Courage means you don't let your fear stop you. So, what is courage? I just explained what it was. But in my terms, I want to say courage is moving forward even though you may be uncertain about what the future holds. Courage is making sure that you persevere even through the adversity. That's what courage is. You have to know and you have to be confident in what you're doing so that way you can move forward. So what we don't want to do in life is we don't want to go ahead and just be afraid and allow our scaredness or say now we're not fully prepared about everything. We don't want that to hinder us from where we want to go and what we want to do. So yes, you may be afraid. Yes, we may be afraid of some things, but we need to make sure that we're moving forward towards our goals, regardless of us being scared or not, because that's what really matters. What matters the most in life is us being able to persevere, even though we're scared, even if we're uncertain of the future, even if we don't know what the next step is, even if the road gets very rough. You have to keep going. The courage is saying, I'm not going to let it stop me from or prevent me from being great. Again, sometimes people are out here and they don't want you to be great. But what I'm telling you is, I want you to know and I want you to understand is you have to keep going. Even when you are scared, even when you don't want to take that step, you must take that step forward. You must conquer your dreams. You must go towards your goals. You must try to pursue your passions. You must try to make sure that you are reaching your aspirations because that is what matters. That's what truly matters. Courage is keep on going even though I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes when I'm at work, I do say that to myself from time to time because it seems like I get a little overwhelmed. And I'll just be honest. I'm not the greatest when it comes to certain things. But I know what my strengths are. And I know what my weaknesses are. And I can make my weaknesses become my strengths if I work hard enough. And I need to be courageous enough to face my fears in a live setting, of course, because I work in live events. So that means that sometimes I may not know everything, but I have to have the courage for me to move forward and for me to accomplish the goals that are set in front of me. I can't do my job properly if I don't just keep moving. There's things in technology sometimes it doesn't work, or sometimes I have to work around it, or sometimes there's a lot of troubleshooting. And it can get a little scary, especially when you need something done sooner rather than later. You need to make sure that you give yourself the time. You need to give yourself the proper information and you need to move forward. You need to not be afraid of what the next step is. Ask for help if you need to. Seek the best option for yourself. But regardless, you keep moving. Anything in life, whether you are a little afraid or not, you must keep going. If that's something that you really want out of life, you can't just stop. You can't just allow yourself just to say, okay, I don't know what the next thing is, so I'm just not going to do it. Why? Why would you allow yourself to prevent yourself from being great? Don't stop yourself. There's a lot of obstacles in life. And again, I can always say this shout out to my sister, life be lifing. But regardless of that, you need to have the courage to move forward. You need to have the courage to stand up tall. You need to have the courage to make sure that regardless of you whether you see the light at the end of the tunnel or not, I'm just going to keep on pursuing this option because I know You may not be able to see it, but you know, if you know that light is there, you keep moving towards that light at the end of the tunnel. You keep pursuing your dreams. You keep going for your passions. You keep handling your business because you have the courage. You're not afraid. You're not going to let the fact that you may not know, or the fact that you're unaware, you're unsure what the next step is, you're not going to let that stop you. You're going to keep moving. You're going to keep on striving. You're going to keep on moving forward. You're going to keep going. Pursue those passions. Pursue those dreams. Right now is the beginning of a year. You make sure that you write your goals down and you actively pursue your goals. Never allow yourself to go back to what you were before, and you are afraid that you can't go beyond what you've seen yourself do. Never allow yourself to do that. You move forward, you strive, you work towards your dreams, and you conquer your missions. This right here is my motivational minute. And again, I would like for you all to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And at the end of the day, like I said, courage is not saying that I'm too afraid. The courage is saying, regardless of me knowing the ending, I'm still going to pursue it. What are you pursuing these days? What are you pursuing this week? What are you moving towards in the future? What are your options? Let's figure out what these things are and you pursue your passions. I'll see you next week.